All right. Good afternoon, guys. Today, what we're going to work on is sensory words. So this is adjetivos, um, adjectives, and adverbs. So there are four senses that we have. We have sight, mira, touch, toca, sound, sonido, and taste and smell. So qué delicioso. So delicioso es una palabra. Tasting, smell. Smell is. So, what we're going to do is we're going to read another story and then you're going to highlight all the sensory words. And then you're going to add sensory words to your own story. So, sight, touch, sound, taste, and smell. So, on the next page, on page 121, we're going to read this story together. It was early Saturday morning, and all of my friends were excited to enter the old yellow school bus that would take us on a trip to a youth camp for the weekend. Most of the teenagers on the trip were friends from my church, but my best friend, Elisa, was going with me, and she and I went to the same high school. So now we're going to do this for practice is we're going to underline or highlight the sensory words. So it was early. All of my friends excited. So excited. Old. So viejo. Yellow. Amarillo. So you can see it. Mira. Amarillo. Autobús. The takes on youth club. So there you go. Three sensory words. Let's go on. After an hour of singing and laughing on the bus, we finally arrived at the ranch near Katy, Texas. We quickly put our luggage away and were ready for the first group activity of the day. Lucky for me, it was a trail ride. I had always wanted to ride a horse, but honestly, I had to admit I was a little scared. Meet me at the stables in 5 minutes, Mike told the group. Mike was one of the horse trainers at the ranch and had just given us a quick lesson on basic horse riding etiquette. Do this. Don't do that. I tried to remember everything he said, and it just made me more nervous. My horse's name was Jake, a beautiful light gray stallion with a silky, long black mane. He seemed to be a sweet, gentle horse until I got in the saddle. Nothing Mike told him, nothing Mike told us to do was working. When I pulled the reins to the left, Jake trotted to the right. When I gave him the command for walk, he wouldn't move. I'm pretty sure Jake sensed my nervousness. Nervousness. Jake and I soon fell behind the other riders, so I gave him a firm kick in his side to make him walk faster. Unfortunately, I quickly realized that was a mistake when my slow, sweet horse took off like he was running in the Kentucky Derby. Bushes and tree limbs scratched my face and arms as we galloped past all the other riders on the wooded trail. Trembling with fear, I held on for dear life. What if I didn't survive? From the distance, someone yelled, "Grab the reins and pull." But when I pulled as hard as I could on the reins, Jake just ran faster. When I saw the large, low tree limb coming up fast on the path in front of us, I screamed, "Help!" in a horrified, desperate plea, certain that the limb was about to decapitate me. I finally pulled so hard on the reins that Jake stopped abruptly before every reached the limb, catapulting me over the top of his head onto the ground. After that, everything was a blur. I remember opening my eyes and trying to catch my breath. My friends later told me that I had turned a complete flip in the air before I landed on my backside. Ouch! How embarrassing. After the rest of my friends gathered around me to make sure I was okay, I quickly got up and looked around for Jake. Eating grass nearby, Jake didn't have a care in the world. I think he was just happy to have me off his back. Mike led Jake back to the stables beside his horse, and I rode back with Alyssa, exhausted, embarrassed, and thinking about how silly I must have looked. Alisa told me to forget about it, that I would do better next time. Next time, maybe. I'm all for getting back on the horse and trying again, but it wouldn't be anytime soon, and it certainly wouldn't be Jake. So, what you're going to do now is highlight, subraya, the sensory words. Son las palabras de adjetivos y verbos de mirar y tocar y diferentes palabras. And on this page is a list of words, okay? And then later, y después, you're going to add 5 sensory words, cinco de estas palabras, to your story. A tu prueba. All right. See you later.